Hey, this is part 2 of building my greenhouse. So I left you guys off with the last part of the structure being built, and it has been finished, and we fit them all together and screwed them in, and then we started connecting them with cable to make sure they're nice and strong and so the greenhouse doesn't shake. During this time it was very warm. Temperatures be going up to 55 Fahrenheit, some around 13 degrees Celsius, even though it is January, and we had lots of warm days that weren't too rainy to work in. The grass was still green, surprisingly warm winter until recently when it got extremely cold and has slowed the work on the greenhouse for the past few weeks. So once we had the structure fully built, we had to put up the walls. And we used 2x4s, and once the 2x4s were up in the walls, then it made it a whole lot stronger because it capped off the ends and stopped it from being able to sway. It's very stable now. We also got some plywood to put on the outside, and then we screwed them into the metal piping with some metal screws. See here, it's mapping out how we're going to connect these all. It was quite a battle actually getting them on properly, but we did manage quite well. And here's the cutting process. So marking them out with screws that we break on the other side to make sure we know where it is. There's the saw cutting through. So we try to be very careful that we're not cutting metal pieces there. There's going to be for the spring line. Lock the polyethylene sheeting in. And we did a pretty good job on the cuts there, and they look pretty nice. Pretty pleased with how that turned out. We got the rest finished and screwed in the outsides, and it was all stable, and it felt a lot more like a greenhouse once we had that side up. But then we had another side to do after that, which would be much more difficult. As you can see here, this is how we attach the top piece to the rest of the plywood. And in this video right here, I demonstrate on how the cables are going to stop this greenhouse from swaying at all in the winds that we sometimes get. Since we are on the coast of British Columbia, Canada, it does get fairly windy, although usually not that extreme. This does provide long-term stability, and what we hope this greenhouse will last for decades. So here's the top piece that is secured with the cable going across like an X. Tighten all corners together to keep them nice and strong. It was an addition to the cost, but I do think that it will increase to the stability and help with wind. So next we had to map out where the door was going to be. I chose to have it directly in the middle since it's appealing to the eye and probably the most efficient. As we secure some more of the cable there, make way for the 2x4 framing for the other side of the greenhouse. We used nails on this end, whereas we used screws on the other side. And then after we got that frame up, it did take quite a bit of fighting with it to get it fitting in nice and snug, but we got the door fitted in properly, and then we started putting plywood on to the frame, which fit in very well, and then cut it. And this is how we managed to get top pieces done. We did have to cut 3 different sections to make it work. So once I had the entire plywood built up around the frame, I had to get some styrofoam to insulate the greenhouse. And I got most of that done. The next part we'll be talking about sealing the foam insulation together so that there is no heat loss, and also putting the polyethylene sheeting on. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and if you want, share this video.